Welcome back to the Seattle Seahawks franchise. The Seahawks will bring a 17-0 record here into this matchup against the Green Bay Packers, who will bring a 13-5 record. We have two good tight ends here today. Jimmy Graham had a pretty good season, not his best season with Seattle. His first season that he was with Seattle, I believe he had a little over 1,700 yards. But today is not about the tight ends, it's about the quarterbacks. This quarterback matchup is going to be one for the books. This one is going to include Aaron Rodgers on Green Bay's side and Russell Wilson on the Seattle side. Both teams definitely have some great quarterbacks. Both in real life, they're great quarterbacks, and Russell Wilson has definitely shown his elite status in several years here in real life. He will definitely be a force to be reckoned with. He has won 2 straight MVPs. You will not know who wins MVP, though, until I get that video out. I will not spoil it for you guys. But look at these numbers from Aaron Rodgers. Who would you consider MVP right here? 55 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 70 completion percentage, and 5,500 yards. What amazing records there by Aaron Rodgers. He'd like to continue that here today. Running the play action on the first play of the game on their own 19. Throwing left side, it's going to be an incomplete pass as Jeremy Lane bats the ball away. And the Seahawks come back out on defense here. 2nd and 10. Rodgers dropping back to pass. Throwing right side. He's going to find Finley. Finley's tackled by Cam Chancellor. It's a 7-yard pickup. On their own 27, Rodgers throws. Quick throw to Davante Adams. DeMar Lucas is in on the tackle, but not before the Packers pick up a first down. 2nd and 10 here. Lacey getting off one defender, getting off another defender. He's going to take it for 8 yards. Now on their own 40. 3rd and 2, Nelson the man in motion. Rodgers trying to run out of the pocket. He's going to be tackled and sacked for a 4-yard loss. And here comes Russell Wilson and his numbers. What an amazing season he has had in this year. And that does not include his rushing numbers, which have been pretty impressive as well. Seattle Seahawks are starting on their own 20 with 9:21 left here in this first quarter. Sheldon Parker getting the handoff out to the right side. Has a bunch of room to run with. Can he beat this defender? He does get off the defender, but he is pushed out of bounds, and the Seahawks get 37 yards on their first play of the day. A 37-yard rush there for Sheldon Parker. 2nd and 6 now, play action. Wilson rolls out to the right side, throws to Lockett. It's an incomplete pass. Did look like a catch. We ended up challenging, and we did lose that challenge. On the 40 of Green Bay now, Wilson's going to throw quickly to Tyler Lockett. He doesn't have to worry about getting his feet in bounds. Those are in bounds easily. Now on the 30 of Green Bay now. Play action. Wilson drop back to pass. Having time to throw. Rolls out to the right side. Something he does so well. He still has time to throw. He's going to throw to Jermaine Kearse. Jermaine Kearse makes a catch. Falls on the ground. He's going to run it in the end zone. What just happened with that play? I know we had a crazy play last week in the game against... Gosh, I can't even remember the team we faced last week, but we all remember what happened in that game. That was a crazy finish to that one against the Rams. This one's a crazy catch. One-hander gets up off his own bottom and goes into the end zone for a touchdown. Look at this. What is going on right there, man? I'm sorry, but if that happened to me, if I was playing against a real opponent, that would have been just, it'd be a rage fest right there. Anyways, Green Bay back on the field. Randall Cobb is making a nice reception over the middle, and he's going to move it to the 48 of Seattle. 6:52 left. Rodgers, play action, having time to throw. Still has time to throw, and still has time to throw. He's finally going to find Davante Adams, who is wide open. No Seattle defenders around him. He moves it to the 15. Now on the 13, 12 seconds left on the play clock here. Nelson the man in motion. Rodgers dropping back to pass. He's going to go and run it himself outside the pocket. He's going to be tackled, and Bobby Wagner will be credited with a sack, as it was a loss of 1 yard. 3rd and 9 now. Rodgers dropping back to pass once more. Having time to throw. Going to throw to a wide open Davante Adams, who just basically split through the defense. Ran a slant route as he stood there for a few moments. Decided that there was nothing there and just basically ran into the end zone, and he was wide open. As you can see here, he just sat there like a sitting duck as the Seattle Seahawks defensive line could not get to the quarterback whatsoever on that one. Seahawks on their own 21 now. Wilson dropped back to pass. He's going to throw to Tyler Lockett. Tyler Lockett is making the reception, taking the 50. Then he's going to take it all the way to the 43-yard line, 44-yard line to be exact. Russell Wilson 3 of 4 with 1 touchdown pass so far in the day and 73 yards. Sheldon Parker getting the handoff here. Thought we could fool the Green Bay Packers. We do not. We're going to go ahead and kick a field goal here. Hopefully we can make it. And I know I didn't put enough power on this one, and we are going to miss the field goal. Just barely missed that one. few yards short from Steven Hauschka. Green Bay has good field position on their own 45. Eddie Lacy is going to be blasted by Bobby Wagner, who picked up a beautiful tackle right there as he just blasted Eddie Lacy. KJ Wright is getting a sack here, and the Green Bay Packers would have a quick 3 and out as they would lose 10 yards on that sack. Pitch out to the left side here. Sheldon Parker getting it, making a nice juke. Seal on his feet. He's going to try and take this one 87 yards. Can he beat one defender? He does beat another defender. He's going to take it all the way for 87 yards. Sheldon Parker getting an 87-yard rushing touchdown. There was a good lane there for the Seattle Seahawks. A great job by Sheldon Parker. 135 rushing yards so far in this game. Getting off defenders, making a beautiful juke, and which made that possible. He basically just juked back to the right side, went through a few defenders, and he takes it the distance for 87 yards. Green Bay back on the field now, throwing right side. It's going to be an incomplete pass as Richard Sherman bats the ball away as Cam Chancellor tried to dive on it. On their own 24 now, Rodgers jumping back to pass, having time to throw. He throws to Jermichael Finley, who's going to take it to the 41-yard line for a 17-yard reception. On their own 45 now, Rodgers throws right side. He finds Randall Cobb. There's a bunch of holes in this defense thus far for the Seattle Seahawks. They cannot stop much here in this one. 14-7 now. Rodgers throws right side. It is going to be batted in the air. Bunch of defenders from the Seattle Seahawks defense try to jump on it again, but they can't get to it. It's an incomplete pass. Wide open there for Bruce Irvin. Had an easy interception, bats the ball away instead. It is a 14-10 ball game as they settle for 3 on that drive. Wilson rolling out to the right, trying to set his feet. He does set his feet, and he's going to find Chris Matthews, who's going to take this one all the way into Green Bay territory to the 39 of Green Bay. Now we go. 8:06 left in the first half. Sheldon Parker gets the handoff, going through Green Bay defenders all around. 10 rushes, 142 yards, and a touchdown. Sheldon Parker getting then a handoff here. Gets off another defender. Clay Matthews fumbles the ball, and Palmer picks it up as he flew out of bounds. Now, I don't know if I would say this was a fumble recovery. It didn't look like he had clear possession when his feet were in bounds. His feet went out of bounds very fast, and it just doesn't seem to me that this was a fumble. But Madden gave them the fumble anyways, and they will have decent field position. You can see there, it doesn't look like that was a fumble recovery. You kind of can see that he has his feet in bounds. I don't really know. Regardless, it doesn't matter because Green Bay has the ball on their own 15. 7:30 left here in the first half. Cobb gets it. He's going to make a nice reception, and it's a pickup of 12 yards. Cobb the man in motion now. Rodgers dropped back to pass, having time to throw. Throwing to Cobb once more. Probably his favorite receiver on that team. Maybe Jordan Nelson might be another one there for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Here's Jordy Nelson there, making a nice reception, moving to Seahawks territory. On the 49 now, Rodgers dropping back to pass, having time to throw, still has time to throw. He's going to find Janis. Jeff Janis making the reception. He's going to move it to the 33-yard line. Now on the 31 of Seattle, play action. Eddie Lacy is trying to block for his quarterback. Janis is going to make the reception over the left side. Rodgers 14 of 20, 197 yards and a touchdown pass, and he'll add to that right here with Eddie Lacy making a nice diving catch. He just jumped straight into the air. Nobody was on him. A touchdown for the Green Bay Packers as they take a lead here late in the first half as this first half is dwindling down. 17-14 ball game. It's going to be batted away, and the Seahawks have a quick 3-and-out. Green Bay ball. And Aaron Rodgers is going to find Jermichael Finley. He makes the reception, moving it to the 44. 3rd and 11 now. Rodgers shot back to pass. 42 seconds left. Throwing left side. He's going to find Cobb, and Cobb will pick up the first down, and they would settle for 3 points if I am not mistaken. And the Seahawks are trying to look for some answers here as their first half didn't go as planned, or at least how they would have liked it to go. It is a 20-14 ball game. Green Bay increases their lead to 6 points, but the Seahawks get the ball to start out this second half. Here we go on our own 22. Pitch out to the right side to Sheldon Parker, trying to go through defenders. He can't do it this time. 3rd and 5 now on our own 28. Wilson drop back, throws right side, finds Graham. Graham is going to pick up the first down though, and the Seahawks trying to get in business here. On their own 35, running the play action. Wilson rolling out to his right side, having time to throw. Still has time to throw. He's going to throw a bullet pass, and it's going to be a beautiful catch by Tyler Lockett. What an amazing one-handed catch by Tyler Lockett. It seems like there's miracle plays for the Seahawks in the playoffs. This is a miracle play right here. What a phenomenal catch by Tyler Lockett. We've had two phenomenal catches here today, the Jermaine Kearse touchdown and that one right there. Sheldon Parker getting the handoff here. He's going to try and pick up a first down, but he does pick up 8 yards. Pitch out to the right side. Sheldon Parker will get the first down here, and he does go through another Green Bay defender. I don't know how many he's gone through today, but he's gone through a lot. 2nd and 10 now on the 11 of Green Bay. Wilson's going to throw it and find Jimmy Graham. And he does get it to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal now on the 1. Wilson dropping back to pass. He's going to see a wide open Sheldon Parker for the halfback screen. And the Seahawks get on the board and will take a 21-20 lead here on their first drive in the second half in the third quarter with 7:30 left here in this one. Green Bay on their own 17. Rodgers running the play action, dropping back to pass, having plenty time to throw here in this game. And he's going to throw this one to Davante Adams as he stole it right out of Jeremy Lane's hands. He thought he had a for sure pick. Instead, it's going to be a first down for the Green Bay Packers, and they will now move into Seattle territory with that good reception by that receiver for the Green Bay Packers. Jermichael Finley making the reception over the middle, and they are moving all around. Can they score some points here and take the lead? And they will score some points. Eddie Lacy does not get the first down, but they score 3, making it a 23-21 ball game. Sheldon Parker getting the handoff here to start off the Seahawks drive, something they have done so far a lot in this game. 3rd and inches. We're trying to go for it. Sheldon Parker's going to fumble the ball. And it's now a tough decision for Seattle. They're going to go for it. 4th and 2. Can Sheldon Parker get 2 yards? And there is a free defender. 3 free defenders. A bad decision by the Seahawks, and it might come back to bite them. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. Rodgers throwing left side, finding Davante Adams. Jeremy Lane is going to tackle the other way. Earl Thomas is not going to catch up to the Green Bay Packer receiver. Davante Adams takes it for a 46-yard touchdown reception, and the Seahawks will go down by 2 possessions because their kicker does indeed pick up the point after attempt. But why is Jeremy Lane tackling the other way? Madden, you got to fix that. And in all honesty, I don't even know what to say to that. 31 seconds left here in this third quarter. Wilson jumped back to pass, having time to throw. His pocket didn't collapse, but he decides to take it himself and run it out to the right side, and he's going to move it to the 37. A 16-yard rush for Russell Wilson. 1st and 10 on our own 37. Wilson rolling out to the right side, having time to throw, get a lob it in the air, and Tyler Lockett is going to try and make the catch, but Randall is going to pick him off. Russell Wilson throwing another interception in back-to-back weeks. He had 3 all regular season. He has 2 in this postseason. And that one right there is not good. The last play basically for the Seahawks side of the football field in the third quarter, and that is not going to set them up in good field position, at least for the Seahawks. Green Bay loves it. They have a good chance of winning this football game. They're up 30-21 with the ball to start off the fourth quarter. 2nd and 8, Lacy's getting the handoff here, and he's going to move to Seattle Seahawks territory and get off a few defenders, and he moves to the 39 now of Seattle. 3rd and 4, Rodgers throws, quick throw, Adams makes the catch. It's going to be picked up by the Packers. But explain to me, how was this a catch? Davante Adams just basically lost the ball in like 2 seconds, had no catch, had no football move, didn't bring it into his arsenal. Not sure how that's a catch. Anyways, 10-10 left here. Rodgers play action, throwing right side. DeMar Lucas making a beautiful interception. You have to make big-time plays on big-time moments. That's a huge momentum builder there as Aaron Rodgers throws a costly interception. If they score 3 points or score a touchdown, this game might be out of reach. Instead, he gives the Seahawks new life, and the Seahawks have a chance to score on this drive on their own 31. 10:07 left in the fourth quarter. Time is dwindling down. Play action, Wilson running for his life out to the right side. He's going to throw under pressure, off balance throw, and somehow finds Chris Matthews for 8 yards. 3rd and 2, Wilson throws quick off his back foot to Jimmy Graham, and they pick up a first down, keeping this drive alive. 9:13 left here in this game. Wilson rolling out to the right side, having plenty of time to throw. He's going to run out to the right side and run it himself, and he is tackled late by Clay Matthews. You can't really expect much less from him. He made a dirty hit on Russell a couple years ago, or just actually 2 years ago, when the Seahawks beat the Green Bay Packers here in the NFC Championship game to go on to the Super Bowl and lose in some terrible fashion. But regardless, let's get back into this football game here on the 23, throwing right side, costly throw, it's intercepted, and thankfully the feet are not in bounds. So Wilson throws 3 interceptions, but thankfully that one does not count. That could be a huge momentum builder for the Green Bay Packers. Instead, Seahawks keep their drive alive. 7:23 left here. On the 2, Wilson drops back, throws, finds McCoy's wide open. Kind of, sort of. He had the ball, drops it, incomplete pass. Seahawks settle for 3. On their own 18, Rodgers play action, throwing right side, and he is going to be picked off by Richard Sherman. The last 2 throws from Aaron Rodgers are going to be interceptions, and the Green Bay Packers are just shooting themselves in the foot. They had a perfect opportunity to run down some clock, keep a good drive alive, settle for some kind of points. The Seahawks now have plenty of room to work with here as they score. If they score here with a touchdown, they'll take the lead. Let's see what they can do here. Play action. Wilson throws, finds Jimmy Graham, who's going to take it into the red zone on the 4-yard line of Green Bay. Wilson here, drop back to pass, having time to throw, throwing to Jimmy Graham, who is wide open, and the Seahawks take a 31-30 lead here late in this NFC Championship game. The winner of this football game will face the San Diego Chargers, and the Seahawks take the lead, which would put them in that spot where it'll be in Minnesota, U.S. Bank Stadium, if I'm not mistaken. 2nd and 2 now. Rodgers drops back, throws to Eddie Lacy, who makes a nice catch over the middle and moves it to the 36-yard line. Rodgers running the play action here, having time to throw. Still has time to throw. Jordy Nelson makes a beautiful one-handed catch, and it moves them to Seattle territory. On the 42, 4:07 left. Rodgers dropping back to pass, having time to throw. He's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Eddie Lacy. Eddie Lacy makes a beautiful catch, 36-yard reception, and they move to the 6 of Seattle. Can they score a touchdown? Rodgers drops back. He's going to run it himself. Wagner sees him, and he's going to tackle him down, basically. He slides into the ground. They're on the 5. 1-yard pickup, incomplete pass, and the Seahawks do give up 3 points, though. They lose their lead. It's a 33-31 ball game. Wilson dropped back to pass, rolling out to the right side. He's going to run it himself and slide into the ground, and they move to the 43. 2nd and inches. They're going to go for a pass here. 2:11 left. Throwing Jimmy Graham makes a nice catch. Seahawks can get into Green Bay field position, kick a field goal, and they're moving on to Minnesota. But we have to get into that field position, and this play is not a good play for the Seahawks, only picking up 4 yards. They get closer to the sticks, though, on the 48 of Green Bay. Throwing right side, finding Sheldon Parker. Sheldon Parker makes a nice catch, and they move to the 37 of Green Bay. Trying to burn the clock, they're going to hand it off to Sheldon Parker. It was a good decision because Sheldon Parker has a bunch of room to run with. He's going to take it all the way to the 14, and Green Bay is burning timeouts now. 1st and 10, Sheldon Parker gets it again, and he just needs to hold on to that football, and the Seahawks might be golden for an NFC Championship win and moving on to another Super Bowl. 2nd and 3, though, pitch out to the left side. They can't get the first down. If the Seahawks get a first down here, they will easily win this football game, but they cannot get the first down. But the Seahawks on the 11, they're going to go for an easy chip shot field goal, and they will make this field goal with 7 seconds left here in this one. 4 seconds left now. Rodgers drops back to pass, basically the last play of the game, throwing it high in the air, deep. It is going to be picked off by DeMar Lucas. He picks up his 2nd interception of the day. This one is going to be a one-handed interception, and he's still on his feet. He's going to take this the distance, the 30, the 20, the 10, and DeMar Lucas will take it all the way. And that's how the Green Bay Packers season will end. Aaron Rodgers did not come up clutch for his team. They only needed maybe a few more first downs in the 4th quarter, and they win this football game. But instead, the Seahawks are moving on to the Super Bowl. They will be playing in Super Bowl 52 against the San Diego Chargers in Minnesota Vikings Stadium, where they will be playing in a great stadium. The stadium looks amazing. You guys will be seeing that very shortly. The Seahawks win here today, 41-33, having a clutch 4th quarter, and they're back in the Super Bowl. Boys and girls, this is going to be a fun matchup to watch next week. Hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, a comment, possibly subscribe. And we had some pretty big days here from Russell Wilson. Aaron Rodgers had 3 interceptions. Not that great of a day, but Sheldon Parker, what a day he has had. And Bobby Wagner, our defensive player, I have to say he's a defensive player MVP thus far. Let's see what he can do in the Super Bowl, and let's see what the Seahawks can do. Can they bring home another championship? We'll see you next time on the Seattle Seahawks franchise. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.